Great, so in this video we are going to add our UserDefaults system. And what that means, in this video we are going to learn how we can save information to UserDefaults with our add a new drink view. So UserDefaults. UserDefaults is a really easy way of storing app related information. It's only accessible by the app for which the information is stored, and it's actually a really easy way of storing not personal information, like when you want to save, in this case, a drink, or you want to save a name or a last name or an address. You can actually save that stuff in UserDefaults. Just to be clear, UserDefaults is not a safe storage option. So where you are going to work with credentials or credit card information, always save that inside the keychain. Don't use UserDefaults for that. I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand that. So we go to our Add Drinks View controller, and in here we are going to create an IB action. So first let's go back to storyboard. We're going to open up a second editor, and the editor is going to be Add Drinks. Okay, so under here, under the view that load, we're actually gonna control drag the button, and we're gonna create, and we're gonna call this drinks button tapped, and save. So an IB action is actually like a function with which we can do something. So in this case, this button is an IB action, and this button is going to make sure that we actually can save our information to NSUserDefaults. First thing we're going to do, inside here, we're going to declare UserDefaults. And how we do that is var defaults is equal to UserDefaults.standard. And now, as you can see here, on this side we have like a little summary about UserDefaults. If you want to read that, you can. But now when we call defaults, we can actually save information to the default system. Pretty cool. Okay, next thing we need, we are going to create some variable or some constants. So let selected drink equal drinks pick a view dot selected row, and the component is going to be 0. And what this means, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. What this means, with the 0 we actually are selecting the first row inside the picker view. So in this case that's going to be the water, mojito, or the juice. And don't forget, stuff like that always starts with 0, right? The second one is going to be let selected drink equals drinks pick a view dot selected row component of 1, and under there we're gonna call let saved drink equals pick a data, so that is this one, and in this case we're gonna open up some curly or some parentheses. We're gonna call 0, and after that more parentheses, and no, in this case we're going to call selected drink. So what this is, pick a view, first braces is 0, the second braces is selected drink. So what we did, we actually entered the first array by doing this, and after that we actually gave this a value of selected drink. So in this case we enter the first array, and then after that the selected drink is actually going to be the selected row in this component, right? So water, mojito, or juice. So now we know that 0 is the first array, and we know it's going to select a drink, and in this case it's going to be the selected drink from the picker view. Second, we're going to do let saved amount equal picker data. This is going to be 1. After that more braces, and this is going to be the, oh, we have 2 times selected drink, I'm sorry. we need here, the second one is going to be selected amount. I'm sure you guys already knew that. And we're going to grab selected amount. Okay, so the last thing we need to do, we actually need to create a dictionary which we want to save to our array, right? To UserDefaults. So how we do this, let dict equals, and in this case it's gonna be a string of drink, and this is gonna be of value selected drink. No, not true. This is gonna be saved drink, comma, and another value, the value is gonna be amount, and this is gonna be the saved amount. So now we actually created the dictionary. Okay, we don't need to look at that. Okay, so now we actually need a way of appending this information to the array which we want to save inside UserDefaults. And how we do that, we're gonna create var drinks array double point. Oh. And in here we're gonna do string double point string. So this means this drinks array knows, hey, I'm an array with the outside braces, and I will contain dictionaries, and I know the dictionary is going to be a string and a string in this case. So after that we can do an equal sign, and this is going to be defaults dot value for key, and the key is going to be my drinks. Hey, my drinks. And after that we actually need a way of adding that information to the, oh yeah, of course, we need one more thing. We have to actually save it as an array with a dictionary of string. And if there's no information in there, we can actually give it an empty array. Let me check. Yeah, we're gonna use you later. After that we can actually call drinks array dot append, and what we want to save is the dict, so the dictionary with the drink that we drink. And last but not least, we're gonna need defaults.set and this is gonna be drinks array for key, and this is gonna be my drinks. And under there we can actually, just to check, we can actually do print, and the print is gonna be, you know what, let's just print drinks array. Let's create some space. Defaults never mutate. Ah, okay, of course. We can actually change the variable to a let, so to constant, because we know that defaults is never going to change. And it's actually a good practice when Xcode tells you that. It's pretty amazing. So let's test this out. Let's start the app. First, I go to the simulator. I'm actually going to delete the app because I've been testing some stuff out before, and now we are sure that when we compile it anew, we're actually sure that the information is gone. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so let's go to here. So I drank a mojito today, and it was 250 milliliters. Save my drink, and as you can see in here, amount 250 and drink is a mojito. Pretty cool. And as you can see, when we do this, the view is still there, right? So let's make a change to view controller. No, not in view controller, in add drinks view controller. And after this, when defaults.set has gone, when print is done, we can actually do this miss animated is going to be true, completion is nil. Okay, pretty cool. Let's run this one more time. Does it check if everything works? I had also a juice of 500 milliliters today, save my drink. And let's do one more. I had also 250 milliliters of water. Okay. So as you can see, under here, when we look at the console output, I added now 3 drinks, right? So the first drink I drank was a mojito. After that, a new drink, juice, amount of 500, and after that, we drank a water of 250 milliliters. So pretty cool. And yeah, let's implement the next part of our story, and that's going to be in the view controller. So we actually want to retrieve that information that we saved to UserDefaults, and we actually want to display it inside our table viewer. So how this works, we actually have to create, above here, we actually have to create an array that equals the information that is stored inside UserDefaults, and we actually need to retrieve it, right? We can do the same as we did before. So drinks array is equal to, first let's declare defaults. So let defaults equals UserDefaults dot standard, and after that we can actually call defaults dot value for key. This is going to be my drinks as, and we know that it's going to be an array of dictionary, and there's going to be string, and if there are no values, we can actually just give this an empty string. And just to be sure, let's also declare that it is an array of dictionary with string. Okay. I'm not sure why this doesn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but we can actually just do this. UserDefaults standard.value. In that case, we don't need to worry about it. It just works. Okay. So we can actually pull you away. So the first thing that we're going to do, we are going to add in the numbers of rows in section, we can actually return the amount of what we have in here. So we can actually do count dot, sorry. We can do drinks array dot count. And what this does, now it will only return the amount of information that is inside UserDefaults at this moment. So when we have like 3 drinks in there, it's going to return 3 cells. Pretty cool. So in here, this is going to be a little bit more advanced actually, because we actually have to work with an if else as well. But first, what we can do above here, we can actually do let drink equals drinks array indexPad.row. So what we did, we actually with this we actually accessed the drinks array indexPad.row, and this means that it actually takes the array or the dictionary that we need inside the array, right? And after that, we can actually call 2 new braces, and in here we're gonna give it drinks. So what we did, we entered the array, we selected the dictionary, and inside the dictionary we are looking for drinks. So for the value of drinks. The next is going to be let amount equals drinks array indexPad.row. So once again, we enter the drinks array, we select the array, we select the dictionary, and after that we are gonna search for the amount. And what we can do now, we're gonna call cell dot drink dot text is equal to drink, and second one, cell dot amount dot text is equal to amount. Okay, so now we have the value, so the kind of drink which we drank, and we have here we have our amount, right? But now we have to do one more thing, and that is actually the image. So what we can do in here, we can do if drink is equal to water, cell dot image, no, cell dot drink image dot image, dot image is equal to UI image named water. So if the drink that we retrieve from the dictionary is equal to water, the cell.drinkImage.image is going to be UI image of water, right? So that is going to be this image. Under there, else if drink is equal to mojito, cell.drinkImage.image is equal to UI image named mojito. And last but not least, else if drink is equal to juice, cell.drinkImage.image is equal to UI image named juice. Pretty cool, right? So let's test this out. Let's run this. Okay, and I made a mistake here, and the reason is it is not in here, let drink, it's not drinks, it's going to be drink. So let's run this again. Yay! So now we actually have a list with the drinks that we drank today. And when we add a new drink, let's say I drank another water and I drank 250 milliliters. As you can see, it's not there, right? And that is because the table view is not reloaded. So in the next video, we're actually gonna fix that. In the next video, we are gonna fix that the drink is also gonna be displayed in here. And after that, we're actually gonna fix this one. And in here, we're actually gonna calculate the amount of liquids that we drank. Pretty cool. So I hope you understand what we did today. I hope you understand how this all worked. If you have questions, make sure to hit me up on Discord or send me an email or on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all possible. And yeah, let's go to the next video. And I think in the next video, we're actually gonna finish up this application. So pretty cool.